Right, on the cell phone today, cooking dinner, a little bit of bison burgers, got some sweet potatoes going down, putting those in with a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of salt. So today's video, I want to talk to you guys about quitting sugar. So I quit sugar when I first did a Whole30 diet for 30 days. And we cut out sugar, cut out alcohol, cut out really anything that wasn't a whole food, and including fruit, which was really, really tough for me because I do love fruit. Now I do incorporate a bit of fruit in my lifestyle. Just at night, I'll have like an orange or like a little bit of watermelon, something to just sort of satisfy that. And for me, that's worked really well. Some people, they cut out sugar entirely, but I recommend that anyone that is looking to do something like this, they should do a Whole30 diet. So for 30 days, the first thing you will realize is that you are very dependent on sugar in general. And that is something that I didn't realize, but I was running 2 to 3 miles every time I'd go out, which was probably about 4 times per week. And that at that time, that was the most I could run. Now I can run like 17 to 20 miles per run. Not that I do that all the time, but I could if I want to. I did that last weekend. So the biggest part for me was the realization that my weight never changed. I was just under 200 pounds. I'm 6'2". That was the heaviest that I had ever been in my life. I was completely out of shape. And I'd been an athlete for years. And so that was a tough realization for me to recognize that I was overweight, literally overweight, out of shape, and I wasn't able to escape it no matter how much I ran or no matter how much I worked out, because the problem really wasn't my fitness, it was my diet, and you could never outwork a poor diet. And so doing the Whole30 diet for 30 days, I think I lost I want to say 15 pounds, and it came off quick. I mean, within the first 2 weeks, I lost the majority of the weight. Now I hover around 170 pounds, and that's pretty much what I maintain, which seems to be like a really good, healthy number for me. I've gone down to 165, trying things like the carnivore diet, and that was just not for me. The carnivore diet, it's too extreme, and it's very hard for me without having a little bit of carbs in my body to run on a training day. I'm training for a marathon, so trying to do 20 miles in a run without any carbs and any sugar, extremely difficult. And so I just felt really frail and weak at 165 during the carnivore diet. I implemented some more carbohydrates, a little bit of natural sugar into my diet, and that's worked out super, super good while maintaining a good diet and training for something like a marathon. If I wasn't training for the marathon, it could probably just be carnivore with the exception of fruit, because I just love my fruit. So, but I recommend, highly recommend anyone who is looking to sort of kickstart a healthier lifestyle to try and get into something like a Whole30 diet for 30 days, because one, what it really teaches you is that, discipline is the most important thing when it comes to this, with this sort of diet. For me, my girlfriend and I did it at the time, and having a partner with you makes it a little bit easier, because you guys are holding each other accountable. It's very difficult to do these things alone. You just have to have a really strong mental willpower and a very good self-discipline. So I think that doing that Whole30 diet really taught me a lot about discipline in general, but it also made me realize that I could not out-train a poor diet. And so once I changed my diet and I realized, oh my God, I'm training better, I'm running better, I'm thinking more clearly, I'm more focused, I'm getting much better sleep, I look better, I'm losing weight faster, I'm getting toned fast. I mean, it literally changed everything. Less inflammation. I used to have a really bad knee. That completely went away. Just so many advantages to literally cutting out all of these processed foods and staying away from sugars and alcohol. completely changed my life. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video today, because there's a lot of talks around, dieting in general, and people who want to try different types of diets, especially while they're training for certain things, and the best way to lose weight. I'm telling you guys, when I got to, nearly 200 pounds, which really isn't like, I wasn't like fat, but I was technically overweight for my size, 6'2". It really taught me a lot about how important your diet is and what a diet like that can do for you. So do I maintain a Whole30 diet all the time? No, I do not. The Whole30 diet sort of taught me what I appreciate about that diet and the things that I sort of needed to implement back in, so it didn't feel like I was just struggling all the time, and only eating whole foods all the time. I sort of have this like balance with my diet. Sometimes I will go out and have a beer with friends, or sometimes we will go to dinner and have a glass of wine, and I will get cheesecake at the end of the night. But Monday through Friday, I'm strict. It's whole foods, and that's how I run it. And my body has seemed to respond really well with that, as well as the training. So yeah, so if you guys are looking for a way to lose weight, or you have a diet that you're doing right now and you're struggling, highly recommend checking in on the Whole30 diet. Just try. You will realize after 2 weeks, it gets much easier, but you will realize right after 2 weeks, it just makes a huge impact. You will feel completely different. And I promise you, it'll be very difficult for you to go back to a poor diet once you realize how beneficial it is to eat like this. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. We'll have more like this in the future. Appreciate you guys. See you in the next one. Peace.